Now we cross over to Mombasa County, where the Construction Industry in Focus conference is currently underway, and we shall be linking up with our reporter O'Brien Kimani for an updated report. O'Brien?
Many thanks, Jacqueline Wandeo, back there in Broadcasting House. The construction industry is a critical player in Kenya's economy, contributing about 7% to the country's GDP. But the sector has been beset by many challenges despite many triumphs. Joining us this afternoon here at the coast are members of the Multi-Sectoral Agency Committee, the team that is trying to come up with solutions in a bid to streamline the industry. Joining me is the PS, or Principal Secretary in the State Department for Public Works, Joel Rumonyo. Thank you very much indeed for joining us, Bona PS. But first of all, tell us, why are we here?
Thank you very much. My name is Joel Rumonyo, State Department of Public Works, PS. We are here as a multi-agency committee. This is a team comprising of the players in the built environment. We have National Construction Authority. We have a National Building Inspectorate. We have our regulators, the Engineers Board of Kenya, and the Board of Registration of Architects and Quantity Surveyors, National Disaster Operations Center, among others. This is a committee that is focused to ensure that we have zero building collapses in this country. This has been a problem for Kenya, and we are gathered here to in this retreat to share ideas after the team was reconstituted in 2022 December by the CS Lands, Public Works, Housing and Urban Development. After working for 1 year, we are now here to review the steps, milestones and the strategies to ensure that we have a well-organized built environment. Secondly, through the leadership of the Head of Public Service, all the players within the built environment, on 28th of October last year, we met and we also agreed to ensure that we put our minds together to ensure that Kenyans get value for money. We want to examine the role of our professionals. Secondly, we wanted to ensure that what are the issues within our education sector, the training. You will get to know the President recently approved the establishment of Kenya School of Government. Of course, strategies are being made, and we have here my colleague represented here from Roads. The PS Roads is represented here by Engineer Rasa, and also my colleague PS Housing and Urban Development. For the next we are here for 5 days. To examine how, even in the region, how are we going to export. The President is very keen that we have to put strategies to ensure that our youth are employed.
Very well.
In line with the bottom-up economic transformation agenda. And we believe that professionals in the engineering professionals, also our architects, and all within the built environment can be able to provide an opportunity for this country also to work in the region and across the world.
I want to bring on board the Executive Director of the National Construction Authority, Engineer Akech. I want to hear from you, from where you sit and from where you stand. What are the key emerging issues out of this engagement?
Thank you very much for this opportunity. As my PS has said, we are here to review our performance for this multi-sectoral committee for the last 1 year since it was reconstituted. At the end of this workshop, we expected to come up with the policy interventions that will address some of the gaps that still exist to mitigate and address the issues of incidences of collapsing buildings and even safety in the construction sector in Kenya. And most importantly, it is going to include all the players. Actually, more than 12 different players in the built environment are here, including from the county up to national government. So at the end of the 5 days, It's expected that we'll come up with robust, tangible policy interventions, and of course the policy owner is here, our PS, which will be driven through the necessary policy developments and approval, and once done, it will improve the enforcement provision, it will improve the regulatory framework, and going forward, I think we'll be talking of safe built environment once and for all. That's why we are here. Thank you.
Buena PS, in 30 seconds, I want to hear from you. What do we expect this meeting, or how do we expect this meeting to change the built landscape in this country going forward?
The built landscape going forward is going to change. We have very quick interventions, which are even which is going to transform. For instance, the building code. The building code already will be submitted in Parliament soon by our CS. Already it is in the government printer, and we hope that will address the gaps that were there, like for example the prescriptive approach in the oldest code, and also lack of technology, embracement of embrace technology, and also hazard mapping. Secondly, we are bringing together these minds to have a coordinated approach in dealing with the issues in the built environment. Where we have gaps, we can be able to generate policy issues that will be able to change the landscape. Remember, this is a progressive. We have to, with this progressive, we are using progressive approach, and that is why the whole of government approach is implemented, and we are here to address that.
Very good. Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. I mean, Jacqueline Wambiru, we have a whole team of players in the built environment, from engineers to architects to, as you can see, all of them are here, to contractors, and of course county representation is also here. And of course we'll be engaging with them throughout the week. Remember, we are camping here until, as we say, the fat lady sings. My name is O'Brien Kimani. I'm taking you back to Broadcasting House for lunchtime news.